Hello and welcome to a episode of the Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. Today we're going to be breaking down Jeanie Buss's list that she gave of top 5 Lakers of all time on the Smoke show there. She was on there, I think, for like an hour and a half or something like that, close to an hour and a half, maybe more than that, a little less than 2 hours. On the Smoke podcast there, with a couple with Matt Barnes and I can't remember that other guy, but he was definitely a rough guy. I don't really watch that show, but I do remember Matt Barnes being one of the two. I think it's like something Jackson is the other one. I know he played in the 2000s. I know he played on different teams and stuff. But anyways, we're going to break down this list of her top 5 Lakers. And I almost want to say that, it's hard to list the top 5 Lakers of all time. So I'm not going to fully attack Jeannie's list here. But I have to assume the reason why she left somebody off for different reasons. One, maybe because there could be friction. I don't know if there is or not. Because he did leave the organization. He wanted to come back to the Lakers, and Magic and Jeanie and them said no, and he joined the Clippers organization there in LA. But this man orchestrated like what the Lakers became for decades, and basically was the main guy to bring championships to the Lakers there for a while. And I'm, of course, talking about Jerry West here, because Jeanie Buss left Jerry West off the list of top 5 Lakers of all time. And I think one of the other reasons could be, in today's society, it's a very soft world today. Let's be frank here, people. It is extremely soft. Everybody's soft as hell. If you don't put your current players, oh my lord, on lists and stuff, they get butthurt. And we all know that Queen James, because that's what I call him. I think he's a drama guy, and I think he's fake. And I love how a lot of people are actually calling him out on his fakeness now. Because he's a hell of a player. He's a top 5 player of all time. Yes. Is he better than Jordan? No. But is he top 5 all time? Yes. I'll give him his credit where credit is due. But I will not take a step back on how I feel and believe LeBron James is. I think he's a fake. I think he puts on this fake-ass facade. And this whole thing with him and China and all this other stuff. Hell, he just recently, there's controversy because he was saying, he's been caught on camera in interviews in the past saying he doesn't condone violence, he doesn't like violence, this and that, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Won't condone violence against police officers, none of this, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then what does he do? He puts out this tweet that he deleted that had a picture of a white police officer and basically saying, "You're next." So, yeah, that's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's great for your image. Not all majority of police. I want to put this out there. The majority of police officers are not bad, actually. There are rotten eggs. Yes, there are rotten eggs. There's rotten eggs in any job you have in this world, people. This is why I said this show is not going to be about certain things, and I'm trying my hardest not to. But sometimes it just smacks you in the face. Like I said, today's society is so ass backwards and so retarded that I'm just over it. But anyways, I'm gonna give you the list of Jeanie Buss, her top 5 Lakers, and we're gonna break this down. Kobe Bryant, no freaking argument. The Mamba, my boy, my favorite player. Him and Jordan, my 2 favorite players of all time. Mamba out. Rest in peace, Mr. Bryant. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, bro, the captain. Easy. The hook, the most unstoppable shot in all of basketball history. Just unstoppable. And career points leader. Just all-time great Laker. Third, LeBron James. No. I'm going to explain why here in a minute. But hell no. Then Magic Johnson. Of course. Showtime. Come on, man. It ain't Showtime without Magic Johnson. And then fifth, Phil Jackson. I'm not arguing Phil Jackson. He was the mastermind behind all them titles with Shaq and Kobe. And he invented a lot of stuff. He has a hell of a resume that no coach in the NBA can touch. Flat out. No. He has the best coaching resume in NBA history. Flat out. It's not even close. But that's her top 5. And this is All the Smoke podcast that she was on. How do you leave off Jerry West, the logo? Yes, he only won 1 title with you. But after that, he was been in the organization after he left for a long time, for so many decades, and built and orchestrated the Showtime Lakers. He was the one that traded and made sure he got Kobe Bryant and said, no, that is my guy. I'm going to make sure I get this guy, in a masterful genius of a trade with Vlade Divac for Kobe Bryant. I mean, just a masterful. Nobody's going to argue that trade. If you do, then don't even come on this show for any reason. I don't even want to hear you in the comments section. Because it would be asinine to argue that. And then he brought Shaq. He talked it out and made sure he got Shaq from Orlando. And built the team around him. It even told Shaq, I got you. I didn't get you your 150 or whatever, your $150 million contract, but I'll tell you what I do have. This is the amount I got. It was still a crap ton of money back then. Crap ton of money. But he said, but I also got you somebody. I got you somebody that's going to light this league up. And this is as a rookie. This is before he lit it up. Jerry West knew what Kobe would become, and he made sure he stayed a Laker. He even thought about coming to the Clippers. And Jerry West, while he was there with the Clippers, he said, no, stay with the Lakers. You don't want to come over here because of the owner. And then come find out here recently, within years, he's put out because he's a racist. And he should have been forced out. 100%. Should have been forced out for that. No, there's no need for that in any part of society. But here's my thing. LeBron James, and this is why I'm saying he is not a top 5 Laker. Not even close to the top 5 list. Dude, you brought 1 title. Good job for you, man. Good job for you. This isn't a list of all-time greats, okay? This is all-time Lakers. LeBron, you ain't been there at all long enough to be in this top 5 list. The only reason why I see you on this list, and why Jeanie Buss put you on this list with the question that she got, is because you're her current player. And you're her main player, and you're her star player, and she didn't want you to get butthurt or offended. That is the only reason I see why she put you on this list. The only reason that makes any logical sense here. Outside of that, it's retarded. Love Jeanie Buss, she's awesome. But you disrespected the hell out of Jerry West. Because top 5 most important Lakers, Jerry West is for damn sure on that list. 1,000%. He orchestrated so much after he left and retired from the Lakers. Don't even go there. He orchestrated he built your dynasties. Okay? Just because, like I said, there's probably some friction because Jerry West never wanted to leave the Lakers, and Jeanie Buss and Magic Johnson pushed him out. And honestly, they should never have done that. I don't know why they did it. Control, I don't know. But I would never push out a genius like Jerry West. Like I said. And even as a player, you would have to consider him as a top 5, even as a player. But just what he did for the Lakers organization in the front office, you got to be kidding me, dude. You have to be kidding me. He brought Phil Jackson. I mean, he made sure he got Kobe. He got Shaq, Magic. Oh, dude, don't even get me started. I mean, I would put Worthy ahead of LeBron James. Because he ain't been there long enough, people. This LeBron James being on this top 5 Lakers of all time list is asinine. It's not even cool. All time greatest list? Yes, he's in the top 5. Without a doubt. Okay? I'm not disrespecting him there. But all time Lakers? No. Hell no, dude. You've only won 1 title. If you finish your career with only bringing 1 title, no, you're definitely, even whenever you retire, ain't being on that list, dude. You're not. You are not. No. So, yeah. No. I 100% agree with 4 of the 5. There's no way you could not have Magic. There is no way you could not have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. No way. There is no way you could not have Phil Jackson. No way. And there's no way you can't have Kobe Bryant. But there is no way you could not have Jerry West. No way in hell you could not have Jerry West. I don't care if you have him as number 5 of the 5. But Jerry West is top 5 Laker of all time. He is top 5 most important to the Lakers of all time. In every category, he is top 5 Laker all time. So much disrespect to Jerry West. I hate that people forget the older players and how important they are to the game today. They helped Jerry West was one of the biggest old players to make what the NBA is today. Probably as a player, probably was the biggest. You have got to be kidding me. This is blatant disrespect by Jeanie Buss, I believe. I don't know how the hell you leave Jerry West off. Jeanie, like I said, I love you. As a diehard Lakers fan here, but get your head right. Get your head right with this one. Hell no. In other news, in the NFL, remember tomorrow I said I'm going to be doing live streams and stuff. We're going to be going live during the draft. I'm going to have my Cowboys stuff on. I got my Cowboy signs up here. I got my Cowboy stuff on back here. I'm still trying to get some more stuff I can get up, but I'm definitely my man cave, big room here is looking pretty awesome and fly. But I can't wait for the draft. I'm going to be doing live. I'm going to be commenting live. I definitely think there's going to be a trade. There's going to be some shockers, I think, tomorrow, day 1. I definitely see some trades. I do think that the Patriots trading up is a smokescreen. I actually don't think they're going to trade up. To be honest, I don't think they're going to trade up. I do believe that the Falcons are going to find a partner to move out of 4. I do believe that that is not a smokescreen. And I do believe that Atlanta is going to get serious offers for Julio Jones for whatever reason why he's on the trade, why they're listening to trades for him is just crazy. It's like, look, some of these people on these sports shows do know what they're talking about, even though I don't like I don't like a lot of them because it's all about this. It's all about race and everything now, and that's not what I watch sports shows. I don't want to hear every single day, all day long, at different times of the day whenever I'm watching my sports shows, race constantly being driven in every conversation. It becomes absolutely annoying. And I know a lot of you all can agree with me. Like I said, I believe in 100% equality. But God damn, it doesn't have to be in every conversation. And every time something doesn't happen, just like recently, I think it was yesterday or the day before, Stephen A. Smith, of course, because he's the leader. Him and Max Kellerman are the two god-awful worst whenever it comes to this shit. They brought in race because Justin Fields is projected no longer to be the second quarterback off the board. Really? It's because he's black? I find that dumbfounding. No, it's because different teams with different coaches, different schemes, a lot of these players don't fit the coach's staff schemes. Why don't people understand this? I swear they do it just to get viewers. That's the only thing that makes sense, because if you're an analyst, especially like them, and a journalist like Stephen A. that's been around for like 30 plus years, you already know how you know how the sports, you know how it works. You know how it works. You look so foolish. This is so dumbfounding. You really think that he fits the Jets scheme? You're fucking stupid. Justin Fields doesn't fit that. Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith. Y'all, God, dude, y'all are retarded. And honestly, there's this thing called, they could be, whenever college season ends, they could say that off a video. Oh, this is second best quarterback. But then these teams go to pro days. They go and study these players more in depth, the players that enter the draft. And then they get a better look. And then they get a better look. And then they get to see the mechanics. Then they get to talk to the players. That's why players go up and they fall. They go up and they fall. Okay? Doesn't mean he's still not the second best quarterback, but there could be reasons why the teams don't feel comfortable with each set of players at these different positions. They may not suit their team. There may be a better player that's not as good or projected to be as good, but would work superbly with them. They're going to take that player. That's how this works. Jesus. Sorry, a lot of this stuff just gets on my last damn nerve. Ugh. And to keep it on the NFL, reports by the agent reports that Antonio Brown is coming back on a 1-year deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, bringing back all 22 starters from the Super Bowl. That's insane. That's awesome. I don't know how they did it. I still don't understand how they pulled all this off. But hey, kudos for them. Kudos for them. You found a way, other than Tom Brady, of course, cut some extra money, as he always does that, to make sure he pulls players. That definitely was the main factor why this happened. But I believe it's like 3 point something, a little less than $4 million, fully guaranteed, and it can, and incentives and stuff like that, and how he does in the seasons and stats and all this, he can get up to like $6.6 million for the year. Definitely not bad at all. Not bad, especially with the off-season numbers and stuff. And yeah, it just was not a good year to be a free agent. because of COVID and all that stuff, and the market went down, and the cap went down. Now next year it's going to be a whole lot better. Like I said, he's only got 1 year, and if he stays good, he'll definitely make more probably next year than $7 million. He'll probably get like maybe in 1 year 10, and next year's like free agency with the cap next year projected to go up. But that is the news with sports right now. Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you feel that Jerry West was left off this list because there could be issues with him and Jeanie? Maybe that's why she left him off the list and added LeBron, who has not really earned that much yet as a Laker. Keyword here, as a Laker. I'm not talking about his NBA whole career as a whole. As a Laker. Just comment down below. Why do you think Jerry West was left off of the top 5 most important Laker list? Like I said, the other 4, you can't argue it. I mean, I know Shaq. Shaq is definitely an honorable mention, okay? But Kobe meant more because he stayed there longer and he got him more titles after. She got him 2 more titles after Shaq left. So he did a lot more than Shaq for the Lakers. So, yes. And then Kareem, Magic, and Phil Jackson. Those 4 are locked in. People can comment and argue other players and other people, but you cannot argue those 4 off this list. LeBron, I'm arguing him off the list flat out. It's not even a discussion, not even close. It's, in my opinion, Jerry West is locked in as that 5th person. Locked in. Not even close. Even if LeBron gets another title and finishes his career Lakers, still not even close. It's not even close. Because he built, like I said, he built the 80s. He built their 90s. He built 3+ decades of the Lakers in the front office. Yeah, go count how many titles he helped them bring. Yeah, exactly. LeBron ain't touching Jerry West as an all-time Laker. Don't even come to me with that stupidity. I think it has to be some love lost there or something between Jerry West and Jeanie Buss. Could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. Let me know also in the comments. Like I said, the NFL draft starts tomorrow. Can't wait. Honestly, let me know what players like you're hoping to drop to you and your team in the draft in the first round. It's 7 rounds, so we're going to stick with first round right now. Also, let me know in the comments down below who do you want your team to draft. Like me, I'm a Cowboys fan. We got the 10th pick. It does sound crazy because it 1 through 3 and maybe even 1 through 4 or even 5 could be all quarterbacks because you never know. Teams could trade up and just get all 5 quarterbacks right off the bat. You just never know. Because that easily could be what happens this year because it just sounds like 3 for sure are going, and then it sounds like a lot of teams want to go up or thinking about moving up to get a quarterback, and it just seems like it could easily be top 5 could be quarterbacks. So with the way that this could end up happening, honestly, it's not the most biggest need, but it is by far the biggest help to build a future. And he would be a flat-out stud right away, and it would help our team big time. I want Penei Sewell. I want that offensive lineman who is straight-up Hall of Fame caliber. He is a beast. He is a beast. He reminds me of like Orlando Pace at his position. You do not pass up something like that. You just cannot pass up anybody like that on the line. Like the lines is most crucial. You cannot pass up that. I know we need corner, but boy, I don't care what you got to do. Get him at the 10th pick if he's there, and use like some 3rd, 4th round draft pick or whatever. Give him like a 3rd and a 4th to move back up in the 1st at the end and go get one of the corners. I don't care what Dallas has to do. If Penei Sewell, which it sounds like there's seriously like 70% chance he could drop to 10, and I don't understand how. The only one that's really two teams that are really bothering me on that is the Lions and the Bengals. If they get past those two teams, it's over. Dallas can snag them. But you just, man, you cannot pass up on this kid out of order. You can't. You can't. To me, he's the third best player in this draft overall. I got Zach as number one. I actually believe BYU quarterback is the best quarterback in this draft. Then Trevor Lawrence, then him. And then Kyle Pitts. Because, yeah. That's going to be like once in a decade tight end. So, yeah. That is literally, to me, Kyle Pitts is a once in a lifetime tight end. / receiver. Because that's what he is, really. It's like tight end / receiver. But, anyways, yeah, just let me know what y'all think. I'll be on tomorrow. We're going to be going live. So tell everybody, y'all can get on there live. We can chat stuff. Let's enjoy this draft day this week. And let's root for our teams. I can't wait. I hope that the Cowboys do what they need to do. Get some secondary picks. I don't care. Every round matters. And get some linemen or O-line because they're getting older. Panesa would be an immediate upgrade right away. And if our linemen come back healthy like Zach Martin and all them, that line would be a top 5 line. Right off the bat with Sewell there on that line as well. So, yeah, I need linemen. So, anyways, thank y'all for listening. Tune in later on for the next episode. Peace out, everybody. Also, by the way, almost forgot. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch. Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. All one word. And then you can also find me on Twitter at Rocky Sports, ROCKEY Sports, 2 words. And also these go on Facebook. Also it's Rocky Sports Talk Sheet. But anyways, thank you all. Please like and subscribe. And until later. Now, peace out.